AITA for telling my daughter she can't go vegan. I, 42F, have a daughter I'll call Z, 16F. Growing up, Z was always the sick kid. She was born with asthma and was later diagnosed with several conditions I will not name, as I do not feel comfortable sharing my child's medical information in detail. Due to this, growing up involved a lot of trips to the hospital. Just last year, AITA sat me down with her best friend for support and admitted to having an eating disorder. I was shocked and really heartbroken, as I had not noticed, chalking up the time she didn't eat as her medications interfering with her appetite. I got her in therapy and have been doing my best to aid her recovery in every way I can. Recently, for the past few months, we have been doing an activity where she picks a random fear food of hers from a jar, and she challenges it. I believe she got this idea from an online creator recovering from an ED. She's been doing really well, but there's been times she's had to tap out to avoid a panic attack. I know this is hard for her, but I am super proud of her. On top of this, I've been giving her a lot more choice in her appearance and decor, so she feels less need to control her food. Recently, however, she said she wanted to go vegan. She had never expressed the desire beforehand, but I didn't fight her on it. I said I'd look into it and see what we could do. However, I did not feel comfortable with this. For one, from a medical standpoint, it doesn't feel like a good choice. Along with that, some of her biggest fear foods, things like pizza, ice cream, fried chicken, are all not vegan. I pointed that out and she got really tense and defensive. I dropped it, but I have a feeling this is her trying to restrict again. I told her I did not feel comfortable with her going vegan, as I did not want her eating disorder to worsen, and I did not want to undo all the progress we had made on her recovery. I also remarked I did not think from a medical standpoint it would be healthy for her. Note, I do know vegan options exist of things like pizza and ice cream and so on, however she is allergic to soy. I offered to revisit the idea in a few years when she had made more progress. I'm not against her being vegan, but I do not want to encourage her ED. She got upset with me and yelled at me that I was being too controlling and stormed off to her room. I let her, figuring she needed to blow off steam. While doing laundry, I found a pocket knife in a pair of her shorts. I told her therapist she has never done anything in the past, but I felt it was better safe than sorry, as she seems to be in a rough patch. She has still been very short with me and been giving me the silent treatment every other day. Now I'm wondering if I went too hard on her. AITA for uninviting my sister to my baby shower. I, 26F, am pregnant with my first child. I have two older sisters, 32 and 38, who I've always been very close with, and when I found out I was pregnant, I was so excited to share the news with them. I found out on our mother's birthday, who passed away in 2021, and that the baby is due on our father's birthday, who passed away in 98. When I texted them the news, only the 32F was excited for me. The 38F only responded with, "Wow, congrats." Fast forward a few months, and my 38F sister never reached out to check on me or see how the baby was doing, whereas my 32F sister was checking in on me daily. My 38F sister has two kids of her own, so I did not expect constant messages from her, but it would have been nice to see some effort considering I was going through this pregnancy without our mom, while she had both our mom and grandmothers for both of her pregnancies/birth. When I announced the pregnancy on social media, she liked the post, but that was it. Recently, her husband, my brother-in-law's half-sister, announced her pregnancy on Facebook and that she is due a month after me. And my 38th sister loved the post and commented about how excited she was to have a niece or nephew. Seeing this hurt me so much because, as her own blood relative, I got less energy about the same situation. So I texted her and told her how her actions were affecting me and told her I no longer wanted her at my baby shower since she didn't seem to care anyways. She proceeded to call me an ungrateful B** and go off on me saying that she was not my mom and didn't feel the need to check in since all that was happening was that the baby is growing. She also went as far as to go through her own entire Facebook posts to see how many I had liked and commented on within the past year to compare. So, AITA for finally breaking down and calling her out for her lack of care for myself and her unborn niece, and uninviting her to my baby shower. Edit. This situation happened in late May. My baby shower was end of June. I ended up reaching back out to my sister and apologized for uninviting her, and that for my daughter's sake, I wanted her at the baby shower so that when she looked at photos one day, she could see that her two aunts were there. She said she booked a beach vacation for her family for that weekend instead, so she couldn't make it. The day of the baby shower, my 32F sister told me that my 38F sister lied about the beach vacation and was available to come. She just didn't want to make the drive for it. She also didn't allow her daughter, my niece, to come to the shower even though she begged to come. 20 years down the drain? Okay, first post on Reddit ever, I think. Okay, we're both 40, have 5 kids together, and been together since we were 19. We have always had an amazing sex life. 5 kids. She was a tiger in bed during younger years. In case anyone curious, we're good-looking people. She's Cuban and amazing curves in the right places. I'm just rough-cut guy come from rodeo background with some military. Sorry, I feel like I see people give descriptions of themselves sometimes, so to the point. The other night she's going through my phone, which she does all the time. I don't get it. I literally never touch her phone like that. She's looking through older pics from around 2 years ago, when we had our youngest son. Then a video popped up of a naked woman rolling around in the bed. Maybe OnlyFans promotion? I had no idea it was there, because I'm not stupid. I would have deleted that shit same day. She is devastated. She's been struggling with baby weight, I call it. I mean, we're 40, and it doesn't fall off like it used to. I don't even notice it. I think she's looking better than ever. Anyways, she swears it's someone I know, and she sent it personally. I can't convince her otherwise. Now, during sex, she hasn't hidden it at all. I once even stopped it and said she kept thinking about the video. Tonight, I was trying to make sure she actually wanted to go with it. Because lately, she only seems to be going through the motions, and I can't get into it if partner isn't fully committed. But I stopped and said no, because I want her in the right mind frame. Now she says I don't want her all the BS. So am I an asshole for looking at porn during the weeks we had a kid? I'm not some porn addict. Just getting by while she healed up. Takes 6 weeks, BTW. I'm confused. Is she using this as an excuse for something else?